Hi lovelies and welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda's channel. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload a video, you'll be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of us, you guys are the real MVP. Alright lovelies, let's dive into today's video.
So lovely, I came across this video on my For You page on TikTok, which has actually been going all over the social platform, where this pan-colored man is all out to reveal a plan of only pan-colored America, and this got a lot of people reacting and I was able to put up some of those stitches. I'm just going to roll it. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video, and please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We are just here for educational and informative purposes. Alright lovelies, let's dive into it.
Strap in, because this interview is going to make you feel like you're going back in time. Let's go.
So you want to live in a white-only country?
Not necessarily white-only, but a country that is clearly based on a European model.
Right, the people who fled the European model wanted to start something exactly the same over here.
In which whites will basically remain the overwhelming majority in perpetuity.
Okay, how do you achieve that?
Well, that's an excellent question. Donald Trump has got some first good steps in mind. He wants to make sure no more illegal immigrants come into the country, and he wants to make sure that all illegal immigrants here go back.
Is anyone going to tell him that there's undocumented whites in this country?
He wants to end birthright citizenship.
Anyone want to let him know about the Constitution?
He wants to put at least a temporary ban on Muslim immigration.
Someone want to fill him in on the mindset of people fleeing religious persecution in the Middle East?
What happens with Asians? What happens with African Americans? What happens with Latinos?
What happens to my
You presented
people?
me with a very limited view of the United States.
You're saying the United States is a place anybody can come and turn it into anything you want?
You're trying to turn it into whatever you want.
And the people who built this country and established its institutions, if they glimmer away, so what?
Those people are dead.
You are promoting a process that will reduce my people to a minority. You want more power for Latinos. That comes at the expense of my people's power.
Oh no, what are you going to do when you have to exist on the concepts of merit and the content of your character?
We're 17% of the population,
Right.
and we only have 3 senators. So therefore, we don't have the political representation that we deserve.
And you want more and more and more.
How dense do you have to be saying someone wants more, like there's some gold-hoarding dragon, when you're just not giving anything up whatsoever, even for proportional representation?
Of course, because we only have 3 senators.
How much political?
At this point, 14 senators.
And 50 years from now, how many would you like?
A number that works in accordance with their percentage of the population.
Let's talk about 50 years from now. In 2044,
Yes.
white non-Hispanics will become a minority.
Yeah.
Is that what you're afraid of?
Mr. Ramos, it's fantastic for you, for my people to lose power and become a minority. That's fantastic for you. How does it feel for me?
Scared. You're scared. Because you know that the way that you treat minorities is completely inhumane, and you believe that these people are just as depraved as you are. But they're not.
It is our country, Mr.
Our
Taylor.
country, our
It is. It
Yeah.
is our country. Don't you think we both have the same rights in this country?
I think that despite this nonsense in the Declaration about anybody being anyone,
This guy hates the USA.
white
You
people,
don't
the white
think
people,
we are all created equal?
no.
And Jared, you're kind of proving your own point, but not in the way that you think.
What you want to do is change this country into an entire nation in which white people will become refugees in their own land
So
if your vision comes through.
You don't want to
What the fuck do you think Latinos are?
live alongside Mexicans.
Now, why is it wrong for me not to want my neighborhood to change?
That's entropy, brother. The only thing that doesn't change is the fact that everything changes.
If my neighborhood is European, if my neighborhood, they don't keep chickens in the backyard that crow at 3 in the morning.
Do you think Mexicans are the only ones who keep chickens? Have you ever met a white lady in a brunch hat who hasn't talked about wanting to start a coop of her own?
What are you
They
talking
don't,
about?
I'm
That's a
talking
complete
about
stereotype.
Mexicans.
That's a complete
Yes,
stereotype.
and stereotypes are all true.
It's a racist stereotype, what you're saying.
Oh, racist. Give me a break.
No.
What are you going to do with the thousands of Muslims,
We certainly
American
don't.
citizens, who are serving in the military?
I'm sure that we just couldn't possibly survive with all those Muslim Navy Rangers. Yes, I'm sure that's true.
This guy has never picked up a weapon for his country in his life.
That is not right.
No, I'm talking
You
about
cannot make
Muslim-
fun of people who are saving our lives.
They want special holidays and special food.
They want special food. Dude, bratwurst is too spicy for you, isn't it?
In
So if you
school
don't like their
restaurants,
religion, you don't have to join them.
Yeah, who's forcing religion on people, huh?
That's fine.
No,
but,
they are-
But,
wait,
but
I'm
also,
not-
but you can't discriminate against them simply
Of
because
course.
you.
Of course, anyone should have the right to discriminate against anyone he wishes.
One, why would you wish that? And two, those are called intrusive thoughts. We leave those inside.
And the point is,
But not
you know,
not by
why-
the law, Mr. Taylor. You can't do that.
I think the law is absolutely incorrect.
This guy hates America.
Do you feel that whites are superior, are more intelligent than blacks?
I think, on average, whites are more intelligent than blacks, and North Asians are more intelligent than whites.
How can you
All
say
of this
that?
How can you think otherwise?
Jared, come here. It's called critical race theory.
Mr. Taylor,
Why
what are you?
sense would you have to think that a pygmy is, on average, is just as intelligent as a Dane? Why would you think that?
What schools have they attended? And for that matter, what school did you attend?
The entire record of history
Written by who?
is completely consistent with the assumption that black Africans are less intelligent on average than Asians or Caucasians.
That's absurd. That's
No,
repugnant and
Wait,
absurd.
Repugnant to you?
Repugnant to people living in a civilized 21st century.
Yes, of course.
Why would you even entertain the possibility that on average a pygmy is as intelligent as a Japanese?
Why would we assume that a white supremacist who lives in bumfuck middle of nowhere, only around people that look like him, would give a shit about anyone else?
Comparison that you are trying to make, it is simply impossible because of historical circumstances, because economic conditions, because of the
More
movement.
excuses.
They're called facts and influences, Jared. You're using your straight-passing white maleness as an excuse for everything you do that is absolutely decrepit.
We have to be willing to say to all those who are non-European,
You don't.
we wish you well, but this territory is for us. And sorry, we have the right to be us, and only we can be us.
Our tribal ape instincts still continue to have an influence on how we exist in society when it comes to our skin color and what happens to be between our legs. But that's not what makes us us. What makes each person themselves is what makes them themselves. Kind of reductive, right? It's the things that we enjoy doing. It's the things that interest us. It's the knowledge that we have. It's what we can bring to society that is not our amount of melanin or what's underneath our clothing. This regressive mindset is destroying people. It's not allowing them to experience life to its fullest, and it's keeping them hating one another for things that cannot be changed about themselves. So, this is one of those instances where I'm going to be intolerant. I am intolerant to intolerance. And I hope y'all are too. So, I'll still be here. See y'all later.
How fucking insensitive. It is that every single video on my For You page is posted by somebody on their smartphone sitting in America in the comfort of their home.
Worried about the rights that they're going to lose under a Donald Trump presidency? Where are you getting at?
With an education and a job and whatever else.
Do you think every single person in America has an education, a job, or whatever else?
Talking about losing their fucking rights when there's women overseas who are covered head to toe, not by choice, who have no vote, who have no phone, who have no friends, who can't leave the house, who can't go to school, who can't go to work.
That's also present in America. Love, two things can be true at once. How do you expect Americans to help any other country when we go into that as well? Huh?
And everyone here is talking about losing their fucking rights.
Yes, because rights are going to be lost in America under Donald Duck. Huh?
And it's not even a political thing. It's
So what is it? It kills me when people say it's not even political and then they talk about political things. Huh?
so fucking insensitive and ridiculous. And the fact that they're getting that because of TikTok that told them they're gonna lose their rights. If you
Oh, okay. So you don't think rights are actually going to be lost in America? Went so far left that you went right.
you did 5 seconds of research, you don't even have to fuck with Trump. If you did 5 seconds of fucking research, you would know that's not true.
But my question is, do you fuck with Trump? Because if you actually did 5 seconds of research, you would know that rights have been lost because of Donald Trump already. And Donald Trump getting in power again will only make that worse. I really want to know what sources told you that rights will not be lost or have not been lost in America. There are some rights that have never been given in America. So please tell me what research you did to say that rights aren't going to be lost.
If the 4 years that he was president didn't prove that already to you,
The 4 years did prove that, love. But you saying that it's not political kind of proves that you don't fully follow politics to know that.
that you trust some fucking TikTok bullshit that, oh, my rights. First of all, abortion is state by state.
And there are some states that have completely made it fucking illegal. So therefore rights have been lost. Rights that were previously fucking there. Huh?
That happened when Trump wasn't even here. Okay.
So, let's do those 5 seconds of research to see how abortion rights were lost. Right? The Supreme Court overturned those rights. And who added the justices on the Supreme Court that did that? It wasn't Biden, by the way.
Nothing to do with president.
So a president does appoint justices to the Supreme Court, right? And then the Senate approves them. So Obama tried to add someone to the Supreme Court and the Senate denied it. So Trump added more, right? So yes, Donald Trump did overturn Roe v. Wade.
Even if Kamala.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Who the fuck are we talking about? Who is Kamala?
Walked into the office today as president, nothing would change.
I feel like if I gave you a textbook so that you could study American government, you still wouldn't understand it.
Because it's nothing to do with them, regardless of the brainwash that you've been hearing.
I'm gonna keep going back to that 5 seconds of research. Please, please, please. Can you do it yourself? Thank you.
If you did 3 seconds of genuine fucking research and not on TikTok,
Oh, I got the mirror for you.
you would know that. But that's not even the point. Don't even get me started on the actual political side of this.
So what side are you fucking talking about? You're talking about politics, but you're not on the political side. Huh?
Shut the fuck up
Oh, I got the mirror for you.
about losing your fucking rights. Simply because it's the most insensitive and ridiculous thing that somebody could be posting. You're sitting crying in your fucking car on your way to fucking work about losing your fucking rights.
So you stated how Donald Trump was president before. During those 4 years, immigrant and refugee rights were lost. LGBTQ plus rights were lost. Reproductive rights were lost. Voter rights were lost. Environmental protections were reversed. And also civil rights protections. So I think it is very valid for people to be crying in their fucking car, scared of another Donald Trump presidency. Love.
And women like that are living overseas.
And how do you expect us to help those women overseas if we lose our rights also? Are we supposed to sit there and allow it to happen, and then once it does happen, then we sit and cry too? How is that beneficial? Also, in those 3 seconds of research that you do, can you please research intersectionality, Bookie Butt?
Actually suffering because it's an actual reality for them.
Love, it is the actual reality for Americans as well, love. There's a G-side that is happening in America and has been happening for hundreds of years. Just because you are blind to it does not mean it does not exist.
And you're talking about you care about fucking women?
You're saying you care about women, but you don't care about the woman crying in America.
Fucking stupid. Like, actually, shut the fuck up.
Oh, I got the mirror for you.
Like, seriously, lovelies, the fact remains that some of these people that reason this way, who often think that a particular land is owned by them without them even realizing that that which you are dragging, that which you are holding so dear to yourself, as if it's your birthright, it's actually not yours. So I have seen this clip before, even before the election, like during the election and all of that, and I was like, if actually you wanted a pan-colored, America or something, why not just maybe go back to the Caucasus Mountain, or maybe go back to, maybe to Europe, and you can form your own republic of, pan-colored people. Or you can as well go back to your origin, where you are always, where you came from. The fact is that these people still believe that a lot of people do not know about their history. It's all about, talking about black history, black people history, how black people came to be black, like some of their propagandized historical facts about black people, without them realizing that a lot of people now are beginning to know their own history. People knew their own history. This period of time is not more period of trying to hide things about yourself, or trying to hide, your origin. Like, you never originated from the said land. You are claiming that you do not want anyone to inhabit there, or you don't want anyone there. But meanwhile, you deep inside of you know that that is even not your birthright. According to history, there were people of a copper colored whom were actually living in the said land that you guys came all the way from Europe or Caucasus Mountain. If I am wrong, please correct me. To come and colonize this place now, that you are all out here talking about how you don't want a particular set of people here, you don't want this kind of people here. Meanwhile, yourself, you do not even belong there. You do not belong there. Like, if it is actually your dream, why not just go to the mountain where you come from and maybe create a kind of a community over there, and you can have yourself your kind of persons, and without any other person trying to, seriously, how can someone come to someone's land, claim this land, and try to make the people who originally owns this the land's life so miserable? The original people that actually own the land are not even complaining. And according to history, the first people that ever existed on this planet Earth actually have a skin color like me. So, the first man on this earth have a skin color like me, according to history. So, any other person that looks like me has the right to live anywhere in this whole world. So far, they're the first people that ever existed. Like, sometimes they forget that all of the lies, all of the hidden lies, at the end of the day, it will not come to light. This is what they forget. That's why he can comfortably come out to, spew all of the dreams we don't want. Like, you are not even in your own said, birthright land. You are not there. You want to do all of those things. Maybe go to mountain, or go to down Europe where you won't see maybe, Seriously, lovelies. This has actually been the plan all along. This is the reason why anytime they see people that look like me, they see them as, what are you doing there? Like, you are not supposed to be here. Go back to where you're coming from. They're so quick to say that without them knowing that when you are pointing one finger towards a direction or towards someone, you will really realize that 4 of your fingers are pointing back at you. You are quick to tell people to go back to your country or go back to where you're coming from, but the place you are actually claiming to be your said land, you were not the first person to ever, there are people, according to the history, there are people of the copper colored who, were living there, and some pan colored or from the Europe or from the Caucasus Mountain decided to come there, invaded them, and I think they infected them with some kind of diseases that made them to, being all alive, and they took over them, and now they're just claiming to, like, seriously, Lovelace. Seriously. This is the reason why, they just have problem with people of the color category. Let me just use that word. I stitched a video yesterday of a sister asking the same question. Why is it that these people do not see people that look like me as human and all of that? A lot of painkiller people were out with all of their emotions, emotional meltdowns and all of that, giving the reasons why they feel so. This same clip still reminds me, of a particular clip that I stitched. This pan-colored man was on a podcast, and they were like, oh, Black Americans built America and all of that. It's actually a kind of an argument. And this pan-colored man, like, they never built nothing. If they did, why is it that Africa is wallowing? Africa is wallowing in poverty. Without even him realizing that some part of Black Americans are not even from Africa. Like, not that they're not from Africa, but there are some of them who actually, they said America is actually their real motherland. Like, seriously. The thing is that they think that when they keep on, deceiving people, a lot of people will not want to, verify things, or will not want to search for any form of historical facts, which has been coming up lately. They think that people are still living in the lies and deceit, that they've been telling people. Seriously, Lovelace. And he was like, they never built nothing. Why would they build? They should go back to where they're coming from. And meanwhile, you are not even in your inherited place. If I must remember, most of the things I have, stitched, the videos I have stitched, it was said that they were not even the first people to ever, occupy the said land that is all over. Oh, our land, get out, go back to your country, or go back to where you're coming from. They are not even the original people. They came to invade. They came to take away something that does not really belongs to them. Like, seriously. This is just getting out of proportion, and this has always been the plan, everything that they have ever wanted. So when that podcaster said that, I stitched his video, if you guys can remember, and a lot of people were like, oh my god, you could say this. They're always not wanted to give credit to those who deserve it. They want it erased. They don't want to believe, they just want that privilege to remain there. Anyway, Lovelace, why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. If you have not subscribed to this channel to this extent, please do your girl a huge favor. So click on the subscription button, like, and I will see you, Lovelace, when I upload up
to this extent. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. Please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We just here to educate and inform ourselves. Alright, lovelies, please share this video, subscribe, and I will see you, lovelies, when I upload the next one.